Hi guys, welcome to today's daily reading. This reading is for Monday, November 25th. So welcome. You guys know that these readings are timeless. Just go to whatever resonates. I also want to apologize ahead of time for the lighting. It's kind of late where I am, so this is what we have. Alright, so first of all, Spirit is coming through and congratulating us all on staying the path, on working so hard to have the vision, right? We're seeing this card here. This is us. This is the visionary card, but they're showing like humans, human beings having this vision from time immemorial, if you will, whatever that is. I'm seeing from Adam and Eve, kind of. That's not to make a commentary on Adam and Eve and who they were. It's just they're using that for a time reference, and they're showing they're saying since the fall of man. Okay, okay. Maybe they did mean a commentary. Yeah. So they're saying that from that moment, they're acknowledging all of that we've done to have a vision and to keep it. See, and what's that vision? To get back to this place of wholeness, to get back to a place of completion and understanding. See this dedication through all of this melee is what I like to call it. Look how hard it is to actually discern what it is that we're looking at. That's because there's so many influences in the air, so much energy, so much to parse through, but yet they're saying together that we've done such a good job with having this here. I'm getting a very balanced feeling as well, and it's almost like these three energies and then this love, and it's like these three energies. It's like I'm getting the Holy Trinity, but I don't even want to say it's in a religious way because everyone has a different idea of what that is, but I'm just feeling like this warmth, this nurturing, this love, this balance. It's almost like this Holy Trinity, very balanced, very, I can't explain it, but it feels beautiful. It's almost like standing right in front of a black prism, black pyramid that's huge and looms over you, and it's like backlit, and there's just so much light at the top of it, and it's just, I guess that's all I can say. Now, I'm seeing though that they're, not only are they saying great job with, making your way, back, or keeping the vision and moving forward from the time of the fall of man, but they're showing this is like a card for the future as well. It's a beautiful card, and it's also looking like an egg yolk. Cute. Who knew egg yolks could be so cute? But it's almost like, it looks like something that's so nascent. It's something that has yet to be born, something that has yet to come into existence for all of us. And they're saying to because they don't mince words. They're saying that it's not we're waiting for this to come into existence, whatever this thing is that we're working towards. It's already in existence. It's about us moving closer to it, it coming closer to us. So it coming into our vision of sight, and into our awareness, so to speak. And that just goes to show you and support the idea that everything is already in existence, right? It's just a matter of you tuning into it, moving towards it or moving away from it. And this is a really nice set of cards here. Now, I'm hearing them say, get your popcorn. It's funny. Oh, I just had popcorn. Wow. This is really good, by the way. So, this is you, us as humanity. But look, Nine of Pentacles is that slow-moving knight that plods along, just stays on his path, keeps going. Eight of Pentacles, that's that worker bee, right? That's somebody working. So this is them acknowledging that we've been really doing our thing as a human species, as a group of people, as beings in all of existence. So yay, thank you, Spirit, thank you for loving us. Now, in the second row, what we come to is they're saying, yes, you did all that. However, if you're growth oriented, and this is where they're like, it's almost like they have a lectern, and they're taking their, maybe let me use this. There's a lectern, and they're taking their little stick, their pointer, and they're like, here, and then tapping it like on the lectern, right? So they're saying, here, so to speak. If you're growth oriented, is the way they're putting it, then they would like to invite you, it's such therapist talk, they'd like to invite you to consider the role of other people and other functions in your growth process. Now, what do they mean by that? They mean, first of all, these two cards go together. No, wait, first of all, this is us coming across as the Eight of Swords. But this Eight of Swords is not burdened or anything like that. This just shows you, it shows our vulnerability and how we can't see around corners, how there are just certain things that we need help to be provided, we need to have provided for us. Sorry guys, I'm so exhausted after a long day of work, so the energy is there, but I'm stumbling over my words. So, anyway, so it's like, this is us, and they're acknowledging that we need help. We can't do this alone. And look at the transition. This is us later. After we've come into being, we've come to learn a lot of things. We've come to elevate our consciousness. This is the future, so to speak, but we know the future and past are all now. So that being said, it's a state of existence that we're trying to move ourselves towards, to move into, so to speak, okay? Now, that being said, one of the things that they want to acknowledge is, look at this. If this wasp spirit, God bless it, is coming through, what I'm seeing here is that it's almost like this is the, I guess I could call it the Akashic Records, but it's almost like this is just all of the knowledge that is, all of the knowledge, all of the lessons that could be put into effect, all sorts of stuff. It's just knowledge, the vast storehouses of all that is. When I'm seeing this lion spirit not coming out like this or like this, but like this. And what I'm seeing, and look at the way he's looking at us out of that side eye. He's a side-eyer, guys. He's a side-eyer. He's saying, and he's really sweet though, he's saying basically he's the guardian and the keeper of all knowledge. So already there's this vastness, there's this idea of this ancient energy, this vastness that we cannot live without. We need help to gain access, to do things, and we, of course, we would in our way, we would just love to believe that we are the promulgators. I'm just like dying to use that word, but I don't know why. The promulgators of all that happened, that all that we are able to achieve and all that is possible for us, and just all of that. But the truth is that how could we do that without this access to this great knowledge, this wisdom, this database, right? So I'm seeing that Spirit is saying that is one of the influences or the elements of what is divinely provided for us. See how we're here and we have all these swords? We need those swords. Those swords don't represent anything. It has nothing to do with any burdens or anything in the traditional sense. This is just all of the people and the things, the functions that we need to kind of be who we are and to elevate ourselves and to be on our path as this Nine of Pentacles seeker. And one of those things is this storehouse of knowledge and this keeper of information. It feels almost magical. See how my hands are like this? It almost feels like magical, like a magician kind of magic. And you know what? The energy is like, it is whatever you need it to be. So it's almost like if I were to do this and then open my hands and something were inside it, each of you viewing it would see something different. Of course, maybe you wouldn't know that you're seeing something different unless you asked each other about it, right? You compared notes. But I'm seeing here, some of you may see a four-leaf clover. Others may see a diamond ring. Others may see a car. Others may just see clouds. Others may see space, nothingness, right? Whatever it is that you see is for you. And they're saying here that this vast storehouse of knowledge rises up to us. It rises up for us. So it's not just like the Akashic Records that holds all of this information. It's also like the very divinity, the very fabric, the very field of thank you, Spirit, the very field of that fertile, like fertile substance that is the universe. It's like whatever that magic is, that God particle, that whatever you want to call it, whatever that is that gives rise to newness and that creates, and it's that. This is all of that. Okay, I hope that makes sense, guys. I don't know. God bless. What I'm also seeing here is Buffalo Spirit, but Buffalo Spirit is coming through to remind us that another set of another function that we need and we require is this ancestral spirit. They're saying look to your ancestors. Not only can you look to these Akashic records, and not only can you look to the very fabric of creativity that is just, even touching it is just so fertile. Like it's not only that. Oh, I wish I had a great word for that, but maybe we don't have a word that would capture this. Not in English. It's just, yeah, it's so beautiful. But they're saying you also need that ancestral wisdom. That's that wisdom that comes from our forebears, our forefathers, right? Foremothers. And they're saying that it's not only related to the DNA that we inherit from those who we share biological connections with, but it's also about looking to the wisdom that has come before us. It's about the wisdom of the cultures that have come before us. So needing to not forget history, needing to merge with history, to come through history. And as you come through it, you synthesize it, and you come to a better place, a firmer foundation, if you will. And I think that a lot of times we move in this world, especially in America. I mean, I can't say about especially in America, but as us Americans, we are obviously a new country, in comparison. And a lot of times, what's valorized in our society is about being the self-made man, and not relying upon the older generation, not always starting something fresh and something new, and and sometimes they say that can be needed, of course, on the forefront, they're almost giving us like this needle and thread look, like a feeling like if there's a needle and thread going just in and out, sewing into and out of a piece of material. The piece of material is that ancestral knowledge that we must go through. We are the needles. So the needles, yes, keep us going and moving forward and into the future and taking futuristic approaches, but it can't just go out on its own. It needs the fabric of ancestral knowledge. And so they're saying that if you're growth minded, you not only understand that you have this that there is this vicinity, this fertile fabric here, and that there is the Akashic records, but you also realize that you need the wisdom of your forefathers. It's more really coming through across as ancestral knowledge. It's the function of ancestry, whether it's in general, like in terms of what's the word? Oh, I know I'm umming myself to death right now. I just did it again. What is the word? I'm that exhausted, guys. I'm sorry. But I wanted to make sure I got this message out to you guys tonight. So just bear with me. We're going to move on from that thought. You get my point. Anyway. Yeah, they just want us to acknowledge that we need what has been built before us, okay? They're saying, again, this is all if you're interested in going to the next level. If you're interested in creating, they're saying, a firm foundation. They're saying, let it be founded upon these, they're saying these miracles. Oh, that's beautiful. That's gorgeous. Oh, excuse me. And I think that they're saying it's miracle. They're miracles. It's a commentary. They're saying it's a miracle because, oh dear, I don't even know how far, when this camera paused. So I'm just gonna repeat what I just said, guys. Hopefully I'm not being redundant. All right, I'm definitely gonna make this a short video tonight. Now, anyway, what I was saying, I'm just gonna go back to what I was saying here, is that, geez, I wonder where that left off. Oh my God. Okay, guys, I hope it didn't leave off too far ago. Sorry about that. The camera completely cut off and I just caught it for some reason. Thank you, God. But they were saying that if you're really growth-minded, you need to hold on to these energies as miracles, because it's like, to imagine how much energy had to arrange itself over space and time to be able to show up for us as the Akashic records, as to be a very fertile fabric of all of existence and of the universes and whatnot, that you can just create just like that. Ancestral wisdom and having a train of people and species and things and just existence behind you. I mean, they're saying these are nothing short of miracles, and so we have to look upon these as kind of our forefathers and a foundation upon which we can be this Knight of Pentacles seeker. It's really, they're just so wonderful. Now, as I was saying, these three cards here, as I'm picking them up, they're looking more like galactic cousins to me. So they're saying that you also need the presence of galactic cousins. There are people, I'm saying people and things and not things, I don't know. There are beings out there. I'm really zoning in on this dolphin being. There are beings out there that are different from us. They look different from us. They act different from us. They feel different. They think differently. All sorts of stuff, but they are our cousins. Some of them are much older than us, they're saying. I mean, let's be honest, most of them are probably much older. But I constantly feel like we might be the new kids on the block. But whatever it is that they're saying many of these other beings they completely predate us. Completely. And they say they predate us so much that we probably will never have a chance to really come into vibrational accord with these other beings that are so super advanced and so super ahead, because it's kind of like, you know, like attracts like on some level, like in some ways. So there are just some people and some beings, let's just say beings, that might be so beyond. I mean, they could perceive of us, yes, maybe, but you know, maybe it would be a little bit harder for us to perceive of them. It's kind of like, imagine like somebody who just, you can see they're just a, what's the word, knucklehead. Somebody who just clearly is emotionally immature. Some guy running around, guy or girl running around. You can find them on any given day on TV, you know, maybe on a Maury Povich show, or not to malign, God bless, because a lot of that is entertainment based, but you know, imagine them coming and talking, sitting face to face with the greats who have come to Earth, and they have super contributed, like for reals. Imagine those people sitting across from like Mother Teresa and from Gandhi and Nelson Mandela. You know, like what are they gonna even say to these people in sitting across from the Dalai Lama? If the Dalai Lama dropped some wisdom on them, it would completely go over their head. They wouldn't, you know, shoot, might go over my head. You know, the point is that it's kind of like similar like that. We're all here, and just based on how long they've been at this game, like they're just completely considered our older cousins, is what I'm getting. All right, and that's not a commentary on people being better than others. It's one being better than the other. It's a matter, they're saying, oh, they're so sweet how they say this. They're saying it's about belonging to different seasons. Oh my God, that's poetic. I think that may have more, if we could really sit and talk with our guides and be like, okay, tell us the truth, we might see that makes more sense. That seems to us very poetic, but that might be more literal than we're taking it. Like different seasons, maybe there were different seasons, different cycles of, you know, existence. Existence, that's what it sounds like. Different cycles of existence. What is that all about? I wonder if that's kind of like when I play The Sims. You guys know I love The Sims 4. God bless, God bless. When I play The Sims 4, it's like sometimes I'll save a game, and then and I'll just keep playing there and saving over that, overwriting that one game, right? But in the neighborhood, things are progressing. And then one day I'll just be like, you know what, I'm bored of this neighborhood. I'll start a whole new game, and then I'll save it under a different saving sphere, you know, save sphere. That's such... Sorry, that's from Final Fantasy. Anyway, under a different file. Could that be two different existences, two different seasons of existence? I don't know, but it seems like that's what they were just saying, something similar to that. And again, remember, we don't ask the thing to come down to our level. The mystery, we ask to rise to above to that level, and we raise ourselves to try to understand what it is that is before us. Okay. Anyway, I'm seeing dolphins. They're saying, well, we already know, some of you may have already heard that dolphins are our Well, they're saying dolphins are our sacred keepers, and I heard earlier timekeepers, sacred timekeepers. So I guess that's a role that they have taken, or that's a role that they fit, or just whatnot. But I do definitely feel that they come from a different place, right? Not Earth, but anyway, they're just showing that there are different galactic cousins out there. Some of them more free than others themselves, they're saying. Some of them, they have dominion over themselves. They have dominion over their cultures. Maybe others may be more enslaved in a way, like we are. Enslaved in many ways. But I guess it's all about how creative you're allowed to be, right? How creative are you allowed to be wherever it is that you are? And they're saying music. Music, they're saying, is something that is softly guiding us. So it's almost like this idea that there is music that is brought down, that kind of brings us forward. Now, I'm not sure, because of course you guys are wondering, like me, like which songs. But it's not like that. It's like music. It's let's call it sound. They say music, but I'm guessing the sound that permeates this earth, and it kind of helps as a force in and of itself. They're saying music again as another of these forefathers. Anyway, because remember this bottom row, these are the things that we need to acknowledge. If we're growth minded, we need to acknowledge their help and their presence in helping us to get to where it is that we're trying to go. And music / sound is another one that I'm hearing. They're using the words music, so maybe it is really music. Now, whether or not we can perceive of that music with our sensory ears, our 3D sensory ears, our physical ears, is another thing altogether. But some people, we see it all the time, like people who play music, or drummers or musicians, they hear music everywhere. If I'm just like this, tapping my hands, they're feeling a melody. So imagine if we really could tap into that sound and that music that holds us all the time, that's always playing throughout the universe and whatnot. What would that sound like, right? But whatever that is another force that's there holding us. It's holding on to us. It's holding us, and it's kind of, it gives me an idea of it being kind of like a stream, and that's pulling us along downstream, or not upstream, down the stream. Let's put it that way. Guys, I hope this made sense. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna have to cut it off now because I'm too tired, and I'm really hoping that I didn't. Because like I told you, I didn't see when the camera shut off, so I'm not really sure how far back it shut off. So, God bless. We'll just call this one as it is for tonight, and we thank God, Spirit, all that is, for bringing through this message of acknowledgement for all of those functions, all of those things in all of existence that help us to be able to be on our journey, to be able to exist, and to just be. And amen. It's a lot, right? So I hope they can pick up this topic again at another time, because it's pretty cool, and I think there's more to be discovered. All right, guys, I absolutely love you, and good night. Forgive me. I'm going to go eat and then fall straight face down into bed. All right, good night. Mwah. Bye. Oh, you know what? Tomorrow is a pretty long day. Also, I have to work a full day, so I'm going to do my best to get to a video tomorrow. But if you don't hear from me, you know what happened. All right. Mwah.